What's up, guys? Jez here from Whiskefy, and welcome to another episode of WhiskefyTV. Do I have? No, we're good. I had cheeky ice cream before I came on because it's not Whiskey Wednesday. We're a day late, but it might be in the US by the time this goes up. So hope that's okay. It is episode 91 of, as I said, WhiskefyTV, your favorite place for whiskey reviews since today. I have a bottle, if you didn't notice already, of Basil Hayden's. This stuff is 80 proof or 40% non-age stated juice. New Charred American Oak cask. It runs 63% corn, 27% rye, and 10% malted barley. Now, as we kick on, I paid $64.15 Australian. They retail for $45 US. And the RRP is $88 dues in Australia. So I will get my trusty tasting glass and we will go in for a pour. It has been 2 weeks, 2 eps since the last spill. Get a pop. Pathetic. Runs a synthetic cork too, in case you're wondering. See if I can get a long pour on this bad boy. Oh, look at that. I had a feeling for a second I was going to spill it. Still got a few Whiskefy glasses too, in case anyone's interested. I know I've had a few messages, but I've just been busy. Very busy with work. It has not been fun, but the whiskey is delicious. So that is all that matters. Now, quick expression info for you. Just make sure my headphones are in and everything's recording nicely. Okay. So, Basil Hayden's is from Beam Suntory, in case you guys didn't know. This is one of 4 parts of what they call the Beam Small Batch Collection. I think we see, because they did a tasting of it in Sydney 2019 before, it might have been just after the first round of lockdowns here, and then we got out. We were able to go do a tasting at, what was the bar? One of the bars. But yeah, so we had Basil Hayden's, obviously we had the Jim Beam small batch. I don't remember if that was a Tawny or not. Then we also had the Bookers and the Bakers, so like 4 parts. Obviously just kind of going up in proof as you go. All in all, good stuff. This is also part of their core lineup as well. You're able to pick it up basically from any shelf, and you're gonna see it every other day. There are other Basil Hayden's releases. You've got like the Dark Rye, the 10-year, the Toast, and I believe there's maybe the standard offering. I don't know how those expressions run because we don't actually see them in Australia, which is rather unfortunate, but I'm hoping my man Josh from Beam, New South Wales, cheeky little BA, can actually get some bottles over for us, because I enjoy the Beam brand. It's very interesting, especially very polarizing for people that don't really drink it. So, sorry, it's polarizing for people that kind of like grew up on white label and then they jump across to something a little bit more intense, a little bit more different. And then they're like, wow, it's more than just 37% white label. Mind blown. So, this bottle states it is aged in, artfully aged in Kentucky hillside rack houses. Notice rack houses, not rick house. I believe the word rick houses is trademarked. So saying that probably cost me. Then bottled at a smooth 80 proof Basil Hayden's sophisticated taste, that's a big word, remains true to the old family recipe with more rye than traditional bourbon and its trademark spicy finish. You can enjoy Basil Hayden's any way you like. Now, for the US playing at home, this recipe is allegedly the same recipe they use in like the Old Granddad releases, which I do have a bottle here. So it's just typically, as I said, like a high rye Mashbill or higher rye mash bill. But I've kind of spoken enough about that. So I really want to just kind of get into the tasting here and kind of go through it. So it's been a while since I actually cracked into this. So okay, it's coming through a little bit sweeter. So as per normal, I was able to sit down and kind of do my tasting notes. So anything I kind of miss, I'll just refer to from my sheet. But it's got like that typical Beam Funk. And anyone that isn't familiar with Beam Funk, I typically refer to it as Beam Nuts. Now, it's hilarious, I know. But it's like this peanutty note that you're going to find typically among the Beam releases from, like, I know it's like the Knob Creek, I find it. I know it's in the Bookers. I haven't tried a Baker's in a little bit, but I'm sure it's there. I don't know about the new single barrel. I don't know if that has it, but I'd be interested to know. Kind of got a cherry note there as well, but more of like a dark fruit kind of sweetness. See if I can get past that sweetness a little bit. Maybe a hint of oak there as well. All in all, pretty standard. The cherry seemed a bit funky though. Well, cherry dark. Oh, glass is a bit filthy. People need to wash their glassware. Yeah, the cherry is definitely interesting because it was not a particular flavor I'd expect from Basil Hayden's. God, they need to change the bees. That's what's throwing me. The bees. All right, so, oh no, you better still be recording. Yes, we're still recording. Good. I hate it when it turns off my watch. Sorry, I'll go again. So, it's got this kind of mid-level viscosity to it. It's probably on the lower side, but it's got the right amount for what I was expecting at 80 proof. And as I kind of gave it a Kentucky chew there, flicked around on my tongue, it just gave like a good spice coating, considering that, you know, it wasn't like a really thick, viscous kind of juice, which is interesting. Especially being a higher rye, I was expecting probably a little bit more heat, but it was good. Not as crazy as like a full-blown rye. So it was there. So now onto the finish, and I'll give you guys my by-bar pass. Okay, so what I can say about this, very basic on the finish. I'm seeing a short finish. It's giving me like this oaky kind of tannic drying effect on the tongue with this little bit of heat there, kind of like fresh peppercorns. Yeah, just like fresh peppercorns on the tongue. Very one-dimensional, not very interesting, which is unfortunate, which leads me to the by-bar pass. Now, I'm sure you guys understand where this is headed, but I'm still going to lead you down the garden path all the same. Now, I paid 88. No, I didn't really pay. I paid 64.15. But in theory, I paid 88 for this Basil Hayden's. I can probably go to another retailer locally and pick up a bottle of Baker's for 93, the old stuff, I believe the 107 non-single barrel, 7 years. And I'd probably enjoy that more. Like, it's a little bit higher proof for a couple more dollars. I'm all about that proof. So this, like, you guys be the judge of that. It's 40% and it's just way too low proof for something I thought I would have enjoyed a lot more. But in the tasting, I was like, the Basil Hayden's wasn't a standout favorite for me. Just a standard offering. I definitely didn't enjoy it. Not sure about the other ones. I'd be interested to try them. And just the finish, it was very lacking considering the nose was so good with all those fruits and everything else. It was kind of playing the fruits, the beam nuts, the fresh pepper, and the hint of oak. You'd think it kind of carried through to the finish, but it was very one-dimensional. So I'm going to put this down as a bar. Obviously, you guys make your own mind up, but that Barley and Pass, you guys kind of make your own mind up there. You may not be a fan of like higher proof, so maybe this is a good entry level, but it is spicy. A little bit of spice there, it's good. Definitely interesting. If you guys are at a bar and you want to burn $9, like try it, try pour. Who knows, I might have sold you on a bottle. But yeah, definitely give her a crack. I'm going to wrap it up there because we're getting close to 12 minutes. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. Yeah, that's about it. It is episode 3 since last spill. So that's always fun. Let's see if we can make episode 4. Check out my socials and check out the merchandise as well on Whiskefy.com. Thank you guys so much. Love you all. Stay thirsty. Happy Whiskey Thursday. Peace. Love y'all.